Hi, my name is Royce Ian Tanduyan. We are the Group 4 under week 6 to 9, and I am the first presenter for the group entitled Tpack in Classroom and Online Distance Teaching and Learning. So, what is Tpack? So, Tpack stands for Technological, Pedagogical, Content, Knowledge. Okay, wait. Or Tpack. So for definition of terms, so pedagogy, what is pedagogy? So according to Merriam-Webster, this is the art, science, or profession of teaching. Or in short, so this talks about selecting and utilizing teaching methods. So according to Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So we are in the, for recap na lang, for recap. So we are in the 21st century. So ano ba yung connection ng TPAC sa 21st century, no? So ito yon. In order to succeed in today's changing world, so students and teachers must have a range of functional and critical thinking skills related to information, media, and technology. So yung TPAC is for first pa lang, technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge. So the best way to prepare students for fulfilling and active life in the 21st century is to change what and how we teach and learn in our classroom. So ito 'yon. So hindi dapat natin sinusunod hindi natin masyadong ginagamit yung present nga teaching ngayon, which is ang ginagamitan na yung TPAC. Yan, like for traditional teaching, like itong face to face, so pwede pa yon. Pero unlike now, lalo-lalo ngayon may pandemic, so mahirap. So we should integrate, no, these three knowledge of teaching methods. So from classroom management to project ideas and project-based learning, so it will help you transform your classroom into a 21st century teaching environment. So ano ba yung inaasahan natin sa isang teacher sa 21st century setting, no? So as the world progress and innovate, so we teachers must have innovate also to cope up with the changes of the world. So ano ba yung mga characteristics o qualities ng isang teacher para maging swak sa 21st century na maging inline sa TPAC ngayon, no? So ito 'yon. So what does a 21st century teacher look like to you? So first is um, they are adaptive. So being a teacher to this world means to be adapt to ever-changing tools and changes that are being implemented in the school. So dapat maging adaptive yung isang teacher, no, sa mga changes, lalo na ngayon sa pandemic na dapat marunong tayong makisabay sa paano natin ituturo, paano tayo magturo kung bibigyan tayo ng sitwasyon na gaya nito ang pandemic. So and also for second, lifelong learners. So hindi lang yung students ang dapat maging lifelong learners, kundi tayo rin, no, mga teachers as well, to stay up to date with current educational trends and technology. And third are tech savvy. So tayo mga teachers dapat maging, for now, no, na maging marunong tayong gumamit ng mga technology because today is a changing at a rapid pace na tayo, no. That means that 21st century teacher is right along for the ride, no. Dapat marunong tayo makisabay sa mga latest technology na yun, no, for which is for example yung for lesson or grading, no, for lesson paano tayo magturo, gagamitan natin yung PowerPoint, diba, gumagamit tayo ng technology. And also for grading system, kung paano tayo magbigay ng, ginagamit natin yung Microsoft Excel, no, one click lang, then input lang numbers, then voila, labas na yung grado. And for the fourth, know how to collaborate. So tayo mga future educator must able to collaborate and work well within the team or sa ating mga co-teachers someday, no? So sharing your expertise, experience, kung paano. So in that way, no, maging mag-enhance yung mga skills natin ngayon, no, lalo sa isang environment. And for fifth, forward thinker, no. In a 21st century educator, no, think about their student future, no. Tayong mga future teacher is hindi lang tayo nag-iisip sa present, kundi dapat maging visionary din tayo, no. Tingnan natin yung kung yung tinuturo natin is ma-apply ba yun nila sa sa kinabukasan. They are always planning to ensure that no child gets behind. And for last are advocates for the profession. So today's classroom are filled with children who need someone to look out for them. So give them advice, encourage, and listening ear. So effective teachers share their knowledge and expertise and act as a role model for the student. Dapat lalong-lalo na yung code of ethics, dapat sinusunod natin 'yon sa classroom setting. So in 2006, Misra and Kohler introduced the Tpack framework, so which is focused on technological, so TK, pedagogical knowledge, PK, content knowledge, CK, for in short, ang content stands for subject matter. Second is pedagogy, stands for teaching methods or strategies, and technology or mga technologies na ginagamit natin. So ito yung framework. Balikan. So these are the three types of knowledge, TK, PK, and CK are thus combined in various ways within the Tpack framework. So, furthermore, so sa second presenter na lang yung mag-discuss kung ano yung mga elements dito. And so what is Tpack, by the way? So it is a complex mixing or integration of content, pedagogy, and technology. So ito yung three knowledge, na kinumbine in order to meet the needs of students para maging effective yung teaching styles natin, para mas maintindihan nila yung tinuturo natin. In other words, effective teaching techniques that uses technology wisely to teach subject content. So as cited na naman ni Kurt in 2018, Tpack framework outlines how content is being taught, and pedagogy how teachers impart that content must form for foundation effective teaching. So ito yon for pedagogy is how we teach. How we teach. For content or for subject matter is what we teach. Ano yung ituturo natin? Dapat alam natin yung subject matter. So nagvaries yan sa subject natin na ituturo, whether it is math, science. So dapat may expertise tayo dyan. So according to Tpack framework, specific technological tools, hardware, software application, associated information literacy, or practices are best used to instruct and guide students toward better, more robust understanding of the subject matter. So ito yon. Sa tulong ng Tpack framework, ito yung mas napapadali at mas maintindihan ng sa mga estudyante yung tinuturo natin. So today's elementary students have spent their entire lives surrounded by information and variety of mediums. So studies have shown a positive impact on learning when students are required to engage in inquiry, analyze content, construct knowledge, and effectively communicate their learning. So for the elements of Tpack, and for deeper understanding explaining the integration of Tpack in classroom teaching, it will be discussed by our second presenter, Ms. Julianne Talotalo. So thank you.
So, as a continuation of our topic, allow me to discuss the elements of Tpack. By the way, I am Julianne Talotalo. So, let us start with the element C. So, C stands for content. So, C is shortly defined as what to teach. So, this means of the subject matter that is to be learned and taught by the students. So this varies between the subjects among subjects that teachers are going to discuss about or teach about. So teachers must have good content knowledge in discussing or in the teaching learning process. So content knowledge or the elements of content includes knowledge of concepts, theories, ideas, organizational framework, knowledge of evidence and proof, as well as established practices and approaches developing such knowledge. So now let us proceed to our second element, the Tpack element, which is the pedagogy. So in a shorter term, pedagogy describes as how to teach. So pedagogy is a methods of teaching and learning. It evolved in student learning, classroom management, creating lesson plan, evaluating students' understanding. Pedagogy entails about the ways, strategies of the teacher used inside the classroom. And now, in our new normal setup of learning, which is through online, to deliver, of course, an effective teaching learning process. This also entails about teachers' deep knowledge about the process, the practices, or as well as the methods of teaching learning. It also, pedagogy also encompasses the generic form of knowledge applied to students, how students learn, general classroom management skills, the lesson planning, as well as the students' assessment on how students being assessed by the teachers with the help of the methods of teaching learning. So the next Tpack element is T, or the technology. So in short term, this is defined as the tech head. So technology can classified into two, which are the standard or advanced. So when we talk about standard, these are the books, the blackboards or the whiteboards. These are the traditional way of teaching in a classroom setup using the instructional materials such as books and the blackboards or whiteboards. Where in advanced, this is defined as the computers, mobile phones, iPad, voice recorders, scanners, internet, or video. So this is we can be able to use the gadgets or devices that can make the teaching learning process much more easier and convenient. So in our day to day, the advanced technology is commonly used due to pandemic and to the new normal setup of learning, which is learning through online. So this using technology includes skills to be able to use this technology. So this is the ways of thinking about and working with technology, tools and resources, and working with technology can apply to all technology tools and resources. So technology also includes understanding the information technology that broadly enough apply to become productive at work and in everyday life. Be able to recognize when information technology can assist or impede the achievement of goal, and being able to continually adapt the chances in information technology. So content and pedagogy. So when we talk about content, it means about what to teach, and the pedagogy, these are the ways or the methods of teaching and with the subject content. So content and pedagogy, this occurs as a teacher interpret the subject matter, find multiple ways to represent it, and adapt and tailor instructional materials to alternative and students' prior knowledge. Content and pedagogy covers the core business of teaching, learning, curriculum assessment, and reporting, such as the condition to promote learning and the links among curriculum, assessment, and pedagogy. So next is PCK, or the pedagogical content knowledge. It is a content and pedagogy blended together. It describes how to teach specific subject matter. So teachers interpret subject content and present it in teaching or present it or teaches it in different or interesting ways. So PCK represents the most regularly taught topic in a subject, and the most useful way to teach it is so that the students get it. So it includes the pre-existing knowledge that students bring to the subject. So that would be all.
Hi, my name is Harun J. My co-teacher explained about Tpack. My discussion is all about how Tpack affects teachers and what things think about Tpack. So let's begin. Effective teaching techniques that use technology wisely to teach subject content. The overlap of content, pedagogy, and technology provides best opportunity for effective learning. In new normal, technology has a big role in teaching. So, teacher needs to learn how to use technology in a good way. Because if the teacher knows how to use and manipulate technology in teaching, for sure, it is easy to them to teach their students, and it is very effective techniques while they are teaching. Now, how does this affect teachers? Some have not embraced the new technology. It is because some of the teachers have fear of change. Yes, some of the teachers have fear of changing of their teaching style, especially to those teachers who use traditional teaching style for a long time. We can't blame them if they don't like the new normal teaching. Maybe because they never anticipated that this pandemic COVID-19 will change their teaching style. Next is lack of support. This is one of the problems of other teachers. What and who can help them to use technology in teaching? One of my friends told me that she is the one who made the module for her grandmother, which is one of the teachers also. Because her grandmother did not know how to use technology ever since. So, if there is no one knows how to use technology, how can other teacher teach the students? Next, or last, lack of time. We all know that time is very important, especially to the teachers. In new normal, some of the teachers have a hard time to study how to use technology. Because of that, they cannot submit the requirements or deadline on time. It is because they have more time to study how to use technology than to do their paperwork. Technology didn't change much in past, meaning teachers didn't worry about learning new technology and could focus on content and pedagogy. Yes, I agree of that the technology didn't change much in past. The only difference is the technology today was unique and upgraded, and we have more technology to be used. That's why teachers need to focus on their goal of what they want to teach, and don't be hesitate to use another teaching style, especially in your normal teaching. Next is technology changing so quickly. Teachers will have to be on top of new technology as emerges. Teachers need to be on top of technology because all information that need of the students was on the technology already. So, as a teacher, we need to be prepared ourselves to our students because they are wise and intelligent, and we need to make them realize that not all information or knowledge they learn is from the technology. Technology workshop and PD sessions for teachers are not enough. Don't give the skills and confidence needed to mesh this technology into the subject class. When we say PD session is a professional development. Yes, sometimes teachers have difficulties to mesh their subject or topics using the technology. They are such a thing that hard to explain using the technology. So, workshop and PD sessions is very important. It doesn't mean that if you do workshop and PD session, you already know everything. Remember that this session and workshop will give you a little information to help in your teaching career. So don't be confident to mix the technology into subject class. It's better to apply only what did you learn to the workshop because we never know that our students was more knowledgeable than you or than the teacher how to use technology. So there was a quote here by Mishra and Kohler. Knowing how to use technology is not same as knowing how to teach it. Technology helps students to research subjects, share ideas, and learn specific skills. Technology allows for such flexibility in learning that it is enabling our students to work in a more collaborative manner. Technology is a key building block in facilitating collaborative learning. Next is software changes so quickly. Outdated knowledge or constant retraining. Especially to the iPhone user, if you notice that every month the software of that phone are always updated. And because of that, there are more software will be used easily in teaching. Next is inappropriate technology for education. Most software developed for business. Not all technology are appropriate for students because most of them are already addicted to it and they have no time to study, especially to the kids. They are addicted to CP, computer, iPad, and they only do TikTok, Facebook, mobile games, and others. Like what we said, that excessive use of technology can damage a person's minds and behavior. It is very important that all technology can help the users how to become successful in the future. So, next is learning technology by design. Sustainable way for teachers to learn new technology skills while mixing content, pedagogy, and technology. Time management is very important if you want to learn more on how to mixing content, pedagogy, and technology in teaching industry because learning is never end. Next is hands-on learning by doing approach. It is very important also that as a teacher we know what we are doing and what we are teaching. We need to prepare ourselves because we going to teach to our students especially how to use technology. That's why workshops, training, pedagogician is important to all teachers. Last is problem reflect the real world. Experience is the best example for this, so that the students realize how to survive in the real world. And that's all for my discussion. Once again, my name is Haran J, and thank you for listening.